So in this question, the image below shows the design of a similar camera sold by Retroflash. An image, so we're asked to draw an image in the direction of the arrow A, so an elevation. So remembering our planes of reference. Okay, this is our horizontal plane, our vertical plane. The plan is always going to come straight down beneath the elevation. Our elevation is going to go up here. And then this is going to rotate around like this. So our end view is going to end up over on the left-hand side. So when we go to draw this out, remember our elevation will go here. Directly beneath it will go our plan. And to the left-hand side will go our elevation. Be careful to read the question carefully. We are asked for all three views. Sometimes you're just asked for the elevation and the plan. You're not asked to draw all three. But in this one here, you are. Also, we have to figure out what's the total height of it. It's 80 plus probably a little bit more, 87. So for our XY line, we'd want to be coming down, I'd say, about 100 from the top of the page to ensure that we'll fit in our elevation and our end view. Also, there's one rather tricky part in this. In our end view, this here is going to look like a circle because we're looking directly in at it. In our end view, it's just going to look like a straight line like that there. But in our plan, when we actually go to draw this here, it's going to look like an ellipse shape. And that's about the hardest part of this question. The rest of it should be all relatively straightforward. In this here, you're going to have a circle. You're going to divide it up with your 30-60, bring it across to that line, bring it down into your plan, bring it down from your elevation. And where the 2 points meet, that's going to give you a point on your ellipse. So that's the hardest part really of that question. So like I said, you want to come down a minimum of 100, maybe even a bit more from the top of your sheet to draw your XY line across there. So your XY line is going to go in there. What I'd do then is I'd figure out what is the total length of our elevation. So in order to figure out this elevation, what is the length of it here? It's 100. When you add 8 plus 27 plus 30 plus 27 plus 8, you'll get 100. So you can come in a little bit from the edge in about 10 or so. And you're going to mark that there at 100. Very important to draw these three squares first. Leave a little gap of about 20 from the elevation down to your plan. And as we said here, it's 80 at the back, plus a little bit here at the top, 7. But we'll just go the 80 first. So 40, 80, and then 7. Then the width here is 10, 20, 30 plus 10. So a total of 100 again. So 10, 10, 10, it's 30 plus 70. So this is 100 here. It doesn't matter what view. I'm going to start with the end view in this here. All right. So first of all, we have to come in here 10 and 10. Okay, that's those two there, 10 and 10. And then we have another 10 from this end here. And that's actually in relation to the top. Try and draw all this in nice and lightly. Then we're going to come down here 40. Then we haven't got this distance here at the top. We've got to figure that out from the 56 degrees. And so then this here is up 20. With the tractor, make sure I have to make this line a little bit longer. And that there is 56 degrees. Now make sure it's the 56 on the left-hand side. Now there's a little kind of a slot inside here. I'm assuming it's going in about 10. So we measure in the 10 there. That 10 is also for the end of this here actual, that tells you how far the lens comes out here at the front. And it's up 8 and 4. And this comes over 10 and 10. And height up at 7. Then we've got to come down 30 from the top. And what I'm going to do is actually going to draw this over here, 32. I'm going to draw this circle over here first. So radius 37. That's your elevation completed then. All we need to do is just go around it heavy, around the outside, because you want the parts that actually are visible to be seen. You should clearly see a difference between the heavy outlines and the lighter inside lines. Once we have that measured, then you're basically just going to take a lot of these lines straight across. This one here is going to be dashed in here. So to come in 8 each side here. Then it's in 10, 25. That's your elevation then complete. Now to get the plan drawn, you've got all the measurements on your end view, so you just need to bring these down 45 degrees. Bring them down to the XY line. Bring these across then. That's going to go heavy. That's just for the button. That's going to go in heavy. That's going to go in heavy. And that's going to be a bit of a dashed line there. And then these here then are coming down from your, it's going to be a bit of a dashed line. This is for the button. This is for the button. This is going to be part of the lens coming out. And this here. So I'll go around that heavy now, all that we can put in heavy. So like I said, the hardest part of this question is actually getting this ellipse down in here. And how we're going to do that then, we're going to divide this circle up here with our 3060. We're going to bring these points, so I'd advise giving them names, all those points. So 0 is going to come over to here. So now there is 0. 1 and 11 is here. 10 and 2 is here. 9 and 3 are here. 8 and 4 are here. 5 and 7 are here, and 6 is there. You're going to bring those straight down onto your XY line. And then with your 45 degrees, you're going to bring them down into your plan. Finally, then you're going to bring them across. So this is the line that 0 was on. So 0 is going to come straight down from your elevation. And there is 0.0 there. 1 and 11 are going to come down. 1 and 11 are going to come across. There's 1 and 11, 11 and 1. 10 and 2 are going to be along this line somewhere. 2 and 10. So once you've brought all the points down to your plan, you're going to just simply draw it in then freehand into an elliptical shape. There's a little design here that has to be completed at the front, and that's that question finished. Now, this bit that's underneath is actually going to go in. It's a hidden detail. This bit here then can go in heavy. And finish these lines off here. And that is your plan completed.
Is that looking up from like